Hey guys, what's up? It's Kimmy Red here, and today is going to be a Black Ops 2 commentary, like a normal one, because I've not done a normal commentary where I just talk about things in months. I think it must be. I think all my channel is now is just live commentaries and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought I'd change it up a bit and do some old stuff. I used to do normal commentaries like this all the time, but I sort of stopped doing them when I run out of things to do. But I was thinking of some topics I could talk about, and I came to a conclusion, and what I'm going to talk about today is worst fears, like what my worst fears are and like what other people's are and stuff like that. So before I do start though, the gameplay in the background, it is Black Ops 2 and it's on the map Hijacked. I quite like the map Hijacked. It's probably in my top 3 favourite maps just because it's quite small. It reminds me a bit like Shipment from COD 4 as well, so I really love the map. Not Shipment, fuck's sake. The Wet Work, I think it's called, my bad. Wet Work, yeah, so it sort of reminds me of that. So I really like that map, and the class load up that I am using is I'm using a Scar, and for some reason, like, I used to like use submachine guns all the time, but I've like discovered the Scar in Black Ops 2 and it's actually amazing. It's better than the is it the AN-97 or something like that, like the AK-47 lookalike sort of thing. It's actually better than that in my opinion, and all I ever really use now is that Scar gun or the MSMC or something like that, submachine gun. But yeah, the Scar's fucking awesome. I've got the cherry blossom camo on it as well, so it looks really cool. The only problem is it's really hard to get long, well, for me, it's really hard to get long shots with the Scar because all I play is Chaos mode or whatever it's called, and it's all really small maps, so it's really hard to get long shots with the Scar, which is quite annoying. But yeah, I really like the cherry blossom camo though, it looks really cool. I think the perks I'm using it, I think I'm using perk 1 Greed, and I've got Hardline and Flat Jacket, but I'm not 100% on that. It doesn't actually show me in the video, so I don't actually know, but I think it's that, and I'm using I don't even know what the word is, dexterity or something like that, and what is the other one? Fast hands, I'm using that as well. I'm a Score Streaks, Lightning Strike, UAV and Helicopter. That's all I really use, but recently I've actually changed. I've started using what was it, UAV, Warthog and the Chopper as well, so that's a pretty cool setup as well. I don't really tend to use the high score streaks on this game. Like in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops, I always put the high kill streaks on, but in this one I've started using the lower ones because they're actually quite hard to get. Like say if you didn't get any cap any points or anything like that, you'd have to get something stupid like a 15 kill streak just to get a Warthog or whatever they're called. So it is pretty, I'm calling it a Warthog, it's something Warhog or something like that. But yeah, they actually are pretty hard to get. So yeah, it's a 70 kills to 12 deaths as well, which is pretty alright. It's not like great, but it'll do for this commentary. So yeah, I'm going to talk about worst fears and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't have many worst fears, but when I actually thought about it, I was like, actually, yeah, that would be really shit scary if that happened. There's a few things, like, I think my biggest worst fear would be something to do with like growing old, but like as in lots of different things to do with that. So like, what am I going to be like? I have no idea where I'm going to be in 5 years time, let alone 3 years time. I don't know, like anything could literally happen. If you didn't know, I'm at college right now, and recently we've been planning on like going to university and stuff like that, but I don't know whether that's going to actually happen. Like I'm worried in case like I'm gonna end up being a bum at home. No, but like that's like not in an offensive way to anyone. Like I just personally don't want to be at home and being stuck with a little part-time job or being in a job that I really don't enjoy. That's like a big fear of mine. Like I don't want to be bored and not doing something that I love, or like being really unhappy. Like I suppose that is a fear, like a fear of being unhappy in the future and stuff. But also with the growing old thing, like being actually old, like what the fuck, like when I'm like 60 odd or something, like I personally feel like your life's sort of like over from like 40, but a lot of people say your life begins at 40 and stuff. It's weird. Like I can't imagine myself being an old woman like with kids and stuff. Like me personally, I'm not planning on having children. Like I'm not a children type, but maybe like things will change in like 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Like I am not planning to have children whatsoever. Like a lot of people my age now are like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna like probably have kids in the next like few years or something like that. But me, I'm like not planning at all to even like start a family or anything like that, like at all. I don't know whether it's like normal, it's just me personally, but yeah, I have no idea. It's like a big massive blur, like what the future is going to be like, and growing old and stuff like that. It's pretty scary when you actually think about it. I don't know whether anyone else feels the same way, but I think it's like weird. Like, what are you going to be doing in 10 years time? You have no idea. Like, some people have the future like set out and planned. I really don't have that. So yeah, that's like one big thing, like growing old. Like, you're gonna be like old and like you're gonna die as well. It's a big like thing. Like, this is like one life thing. You're not gonna like get another chance. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're gonna be old. I don't know. It's like a big thing for me. But yeah, and another thing, this isn't really like a fear, but I don't know if it's just me, but I absolutely, like, it creeps me the shit out, like hearing like nursery rhymes. But like, obviously, like when, like, I don't know, like in films when you hear nursery rhymes, or do you like instruments like is it not woodwind instruments, percussion instruments, like the ones you think like that make tingling sounds and stuff like that. Like, I remember one day I was walking home from work, and I finished work late at about 9:30 at night, so by that time it's like pitch black, and I was walking home and I heard wind chimes. That's like another one. I heard wind chimes and I was like, oh my god, it freaks me out hearing music like on nursery rhymes and stuff like that. I think children just freak me out in general, but like, do you know, like in horror films now, like they use like children so much, like manipulate them and stuff like that to make them really scary. But yeah, nursery rhymes, they freak me the actual fuck out. It's weird. Yeah, I was walking home and I heard these wind chimes, and like, no, it wasn't wind, that was another time. This one that I heard was like it was like a nursery rhyme, but played on is it a xylophone, or I can't remember the actual instrument, but it was like a really freaky way, and it must have been playing from like someone's window or something like that. I no joke, I had to actually ring my friend because it was so freaky. Like, it was pitch black and I was just like, oh my god, this is not happening. It felt like something from an actual horror film. I was like, holy shit, this is not happening. But yeah, like things like that, like nursery rhymes, I don't know why nursery rhymes freak me out, they just do, and like children, but as in like when horror films like sort of manipulate them and stuff like that, I think it's pretty freaky myself. I don't know whether like people have different opinions, like, oh, I love nursery rhymes, they make me feel happy, but I'm just like, fuck that, let's put something else on. So yeah, I don't know whether it's just me, but I don't know what everyone else is like. I think the most common like sort of worst fears are probably stuff like spiders and stuff like that. I'm not that bothered about spiders. If I do see a spider, I don't exactly want to go, hey, do you want to be friends, and pick it up and stroke it and stuff. I'm like, oh god, that's a spider. But I don't freak out at stuff like that. I'm not that scared of the dark. Oh no, right, okay, this is like one of the biggest things, but it's not really a fear, it's more like a thing that I don't like. But I absolutely hate sleeping on my own. Like, whether it's even like, I can gladly go to sleep if I'm in a call with someone, but if I'm completely on my own with no like sense of someone being there, then I literally won't sleep. Like, I think since Lucy was born, I've never actually slept on my own. There must have been I'd say out of the whole 19 years I've been alive, I'd say about 30 days of that I've actually slept on my own, and that's probably days where I didn't know I was sleeping on my own. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's because when I've been growing up, me and Lucy have always shared a room. And Lucy's my sister, you probably know. But yeah, me and Lucy have always shared a room since, I think, up until the age of about 14 or 13 when we moved into a new house. Even for the first couple of years we shared a room, but we got our own rooms eventually. But then at that time I had a boyfriend, and I think I was with him for almost 4 years, so I had him to sleep next to. And then I think we split up about 8 months ago, and literally now I always have to be in a call with someone, or it's stupid. I don't know whether it's probably just me again, but I really hate sleeping on my own. I can't do it. It's probably like a childhood thing, like it all probably builds up to it, but I could probably sleep on my own if I really had to, if I was really tired. Like, say if I come home from a night and I'm absolutely drunk and stuff like that, I could fall asleep like boom. But if I hear like surrounded, like if I'm on my own, then it's just really hard to sleep. Like the other night, usually I'm in a call with someone, but if I can't do that, then I will actually go and sleep in my sister's room, is how bad it is. Even though I'm 19, she's 17, it might be a bit weird, but I literally can't sleep on my own. It is that bad, guys. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, either way, and maybe you can put in the comments stuff about your worst fears. I don't know, like, people's might be different. Like, some people are scared of like birds or paper and pens and boxes and stuff like that, so it'd be cool to like hear everyone else's. But yeah, that's my 3 weird things, like getting old, the future, what else did I say, nursery rhymes, weird noises, children, what was the last one, and sleeping on my own. They're my probably biggest like scares and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like or a comment or whatever, and I'll speak to you all soon. Goodbye.
Stand down, it's a draw.